Mr. Speaker, I beg to present for first reading a bill shortly entitled Administration of Small Successions Amendment.
Administration of Small Succession Amendment.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to move for the suspension of Standing Order number 48-2 to enable this bill to go through its remaining stages at this sitting.
Honourable members, the question is that Standing Order 48-2 be suspended in order to allow the Minister for Finance to proceed with the remaining stages of this bill at this sitting. I now put the question. As many as of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many as of a contrary opinion say no. As in the ayes have it, the ayes have it. Leave is granted. Please proceed, Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, honourable members. Mr. Speaker, this is a simple, Mr. Speaker, but significant piece of legislation. Really, thank you. It's a simple, Mr. Speaker, but significant amendment, Mr. Speaker, of the government's policy of putting people first, Mr. Speaker. And I'll tell you what, Mr. Speaker, this previously, Mr. Speaker, if someone died intestate, and the lawyers will tell you intestate means you die without making a will, and that person possessed property or vehicle or housing appliances, electronic equipment that he wanted to give to someone else that was the value of over $5,000 or more. They had to have letters of administration and go to the court and etc., Mr. Speaker. And many people could not afford it. They could not make the necessary arrangements with lawyers, etc., Mr. Speaker. And basically sometimes not wasted, but the court's time could be used for better purposes, Mr. Speaker, than to deal with $6,000, $7,000 worth of inheritance, Mr. Speaker. And it caused frustration, it caused a lot of ill will, Mr. Speaker, and sometimes even issues as it relates to families. Families not understanding that letters of administration have to be prepared, etc., Mr. Speaker. So, for simple things, not somebody for massive inheritance of land and buildings, etc., but for regular people who have inheritances of 20,000, etc., Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, the Cabinet took a decision that they would amend the Administration of Small Successions Bill, Mr. Speaker, Administration of Small Successions Amendment Bill, Mr. Speaker, which allowed the transfer of property where the value of movable and movable property comprising the succession or intestate succession of a deceased person if it does not exceed $40,000 from $5,000. Before, Mr. Speaker, it had to be $5,000 or less. Now it's gone up to $40,000. So in that case, the registrar has the powers to prepare the letters of administration and the succession and allow the people who can inherit, allow them the power or make the processes possible for them to inherit what that person who died in intestate, what that person left, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, as I said, it's a very significant piece of legislation. A very significant legislation, Mr. Speaker. And the registrar of the High Court, Mr. Speaker, can now act similar to a magistrate. He or she will have the jurisdiction over an intestate succession of up to $40,000. And a person who desires to administer an intestate small succession can do so without incurring additional legal costs and fees, Mr. Speaker. And the Attorney General in the Cabinet was concerned about that part of the bill, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, I think that the public needs to be informed about that development because it's small but it's significant. It's very significant, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, just recently, somebody in my constituency passed away, and he was a small contractor. The government owed him $20,000, and his mother came to me telling me, could I give her a letter for him to... Mr. Speaker, when you're a politician, the kind of things people think you can do, it's really, 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 sometimes it's mind-boggling, the things people think you have the power to do. So the mother could not understand that I could not give her a letter to go to the bank to take the guy's $20,000. She says, I was the Prime Minister, as Minister of Finance, I could do that. And of course, Mr. Speaker, you know, she would go to people who would tell her I can do that. That's how it is, especially now. So, Mr. Speaker, so that solves a lot of these problems. So the registrar will have the power to make all these things possible, Mr. Speaker. So I commend members to support the bill. I think there should be adequate public relations to the public to make them know that has happened, because I'm sure it will make many people happy. So my constituent whose son has a $20,000, once the registrar agrees and everything is in order, Mr. Speaker, she'll be able to get her $20,000, for which she'll be very thankful. So, Mr. Speaker, I think it's a simple, significant, and appropriate amendment to the small successions amendment bill, which I urge honourable members to support. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.